Hey, Bryce Tubbs here. I just want to come to you and talk about what it's like starting an accounting business and really the two different skill sets that people need in order to make this thing really, really big. So this video was kind of inspired because I was on a call with a lady giving her like a game plan of how to grow. And she had previously ran like a very successful business in the past. So, she was used to like it being like, I think she was doing like 500K to like 600K a year, if not a million. I don't remember exactly, but when she was trying to start her accounting business, it was just totally opposite. And she's like, I don't understand like what was happening. So I was kind of drilling her down, just being like, hey, so okay, so what did you do here? How is this? What was the process like here? What was this thing? Okay, so how many people did you talk to? Blah 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 blah. What we quickly realized was that her skill sets that she had had in the past for the business that she was running was totally different than the skill sets needed for this business, an accounting slash bookkeeping firm. In the past, she had like a business partner, and that business partner was, really good at building relationships and getting money inside the door. And she was really great at the financial side and really just the strategic side. And when I was talking to her, I was like, oh, okay, so your skill set is more steering, like steering the boat, and then your business partner was more driving the boat. But unfortunately, right now, you have to actually develop that skill set of driving and pushing the foot down on the gas pedal in order for you to be able to go and grow the business. Now, oftentimes this happens a lot with people who have like either ran a business in the past or they're a little bit higher up on the corporate ladder. For example, one of my star students, when she was first started working with me, it was like about four years ago. Um, she was amazing in corporate, but when it came to actually sales and marketing, it was just like it just didn't click with her. She just didn't really understand it, and it was just kind of like um she was so used to driving and being very strategic that it came from to her being like scrappy and very, very simple. It was very hard for her to kind of make that transition. And that's the actual thing that causes most people to struggle, right? Most people are looking for how can I go make a website? How can I go get some business cards? How can I go get my brochures? Those are more activities that someone does, like branding activities that once you already have money coming in the door, it's steering the ship and causing you to be seen a certain way. But if you don't have anybody who's like actively trying to buy or coming to you to look at your brochures, you're basically just spending a lot of time that you don't really have to waste. Instead, you need to be focusing on how can I go and just get one consultation every single day with a business owner that's making between 6, 7, and 8 figures. If you can't do one per day, that is okay as well. Depending on how good your sales skills are, like my students close between 50 to 80% of the people I speak to on their consultation call, then you only need about 2 per week. I was telling a student named John yesterday, and he asked me on a coaching call. He said, Bryce, because we had just gotten started about 2 weeks ago. He's already gotten what I think he got like six tax planning clients, 2 monthly bookkeeping clients, as well as he has to go back to some old relationships and start sparking those things up. So he's already making great progress. And he was like, Bryce, like, am I moving at a good pace? Am I actually moving too slow? And I was like, dude, don't even think about like if people say yes to you or people say no to you. The one thing you have to be focused on, especially at someone of your position, is being able to fill up a Google document with names and opportunities of people who you're speaking to. Now, another thing I told him was the only real thing that you need in the short term is to make sure you're getting at least 2 consultations per week. Because when he's really good at sales, so he closes more about like 80, 90% using the sales script that I gave him. Sorry, my eyes are just really bothering me right now. But what that allowed him to be able to do, maybe because I'm looking at the sun, what it allowed him to do was just have a really easy, simple thing to focus. Like, oh, so I don't have to worry about this. I'm like, no, you're gonna be at 12 grand a month, right? Right. He just got started about 2 weeks ago. He's already at what, like I think between 3 and 5 now. But it's like, okay, so you're gonna be at 12 grand a month by the end of probably like June or July or August, right? So right now, the only thing you need to be focused on is just getting 2 consultations per week. Because if you're closing at least 50%, you're gonna get 1 client per week. Now, that's the first skill set, okay? Now, the second skill set that you really need is you need to be able to learn how to outsource and manage people. Okay, so one reason why I keep telling him like it's only 1 client a week, most people are like, well, if you get 1 client a week, like how are you going to be doing the work? That's going to get overwhelming. So the second thing that I always show people who are really having ambitious goals, like they want to get to more like the $20,000 month mark, the $50,000 month mark, is they have to be able to outsource it to either another bookkeeper or accountant or CPA at a lower price point than what they're charging. Generally for me, since I have this mentorship program and since I have other students who are at varying levels, like we have some students that already are running like $25,000, $35,000 a month businesses inside, all the way down to people who are just getting started, like maybe you if you're watching this video. But the other students actually send work to some of the newer students in the firm of either subcontracting or referrals. So it's almost like we have this built-in kind of guarantee into my program where it's like, you're going to make money. It's just like, are you going to get it from someone already inside the program? Are you going to get it from like the cold market? Are you going to get it from a referral partner? And how much and how fast do you actually receive that inflow? So it's kind of a cool little thing that we have going, but that's the secret as to why my students are able to go so fast. Even while in a lot of cases having a full-time job, they can still go and grow their business to about $10,000 to $12,000 per month. And then when they feel comfortable and like just ready to leave their job, and they leave their job without having to worry about like the income going down or feeling like they're really like struggling for money, because that's really a scary place to be in. I was in that place when I first got started with my business because I quit my business. I quit my job cold turkey to start my accounting and bookkeeping firm. So I always tell people, like, if they have the choice to, stay at their full-time job for just a little bit longer, even if it's only like 3 to 6 months longer than what you want to, like if you can just stay there and grow your business on the side and make sure you have a little bit of a runway, you need at least about $1,000 per month. If you have at least $1,000 per month in monthly clients, depending on how much you make, it can be safe. Like if you're making $5,000 a month at your job, assuming that you have a little bit of savings set up and you're already making $1,000 per month with your bookkeeping and accounting business, then it can be safer to do so. If you're making more like 200,000 a year and you only have $1,000 in monthly clients, it probably wouldn't make sense. You probably need to wait until you're more like 5,000 or 6,000 per month in monthly clients before you quit like a 200 a year job. But just kind of giving you some benchmarks, because some people think that, you just quit your job, you go at it alone, and you just find the way to succeed. Now, if you do pay someone to be like a mentor, for example, like with my mentorship program, yeah, you can do that a lot faster. Like you can hit 150, 200, to about 250 a year pretty routinely in your first about 1 year, 1.5 years in business. But if you're going at this alone, you really should not think that just because you have success in corporate America, you're going to have that same carryover effect or kind of like grandfathered success in the business world. A lot of the people are not necessarily going to respect how great you were in corporate America when you're first starting out. So just kind of putting that in perspective, because I don't want people to like get this kind of false sense of confidence, especially when I kind of throw numbers around, like, students who are doing 35 grand a month, 50 grand a month. That's not because like they just like quit their job, they went at it alone and they magically knew what to do. It's because they've had someone who's already ahead of where they are and exactly where their goal is. And then I just showed them, hey, this is what you need to do. These are the mistakes I made. Don't make these mistakes along the way. Here's how you can make sure that you can go and hire people so that you can continue to grow. And they kind of just reach the goal a lot faster. And that's why I always give you guys the invitation. I always encourage you guys, if you want some help growing your business, or if you need to go and hit a goal either in a very short time period, or you just are tired of working your existing job and you want to be able to go and spend more time with your family, you want to be able to travel, you want to be able to just be in control of your time, your life, and your income, go ahead and click on the link inside the description below to book a call with me. And then I would love to see you on the call, see if I can help you out. If I can't help you out, I'll just talk about what the pricing structure looks like for the duration of the program that you want. And then we can get you onboarded right then and there if it makes sense for you. If you're not quite ready for a call, that's okay too. Keep watching these videos. There's a lot of good information that's going to help you either start, grow, or scale your accounting/bookkeeping business. And I'll see you inside the next video. Until then, take it easy. Talk to you soon.